Have you ever wondered what it's like to be married to a dietitian? Well, today my husband Jason is joining us and he's gonna spill all my secrets. So a couple of my friends said that they thought it would be cool to do a video like this where I talk to Jason and you get to hear from his perspective what it's like living with me, what we eat, all that kind of stuff, if he absolutely hates it and regrets marrying me, any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, so that's what they said that they thought they would be interested in, to hear more about that kind of stuff. So they gave me some questions, things that they were curious to know, and so I've got them all listed out, and I'm gonna ask Jason here and we're gonna get his honest answers to some of these questions. So are you ready?
Yep.
Ready? You're gonna give me the honest truth, even if you think it'll hurt my feelings, right?
Yeah.
And Jason hasn't seen any of these, so these are all new to him. He has no idea what I'm going to ask, so we should get some really raw reactions here. Okay, alright, so here's the first one. Does she, meaning me, actually eat the foods that she talks about, and do you actually eat what I make?
I say yes and yes. I don't do much cooking, well, not that I can, I'm just saying. But yeah, I don't do much cooking, and Sarah, like, she's not gonna make a whole separate meal just to, like, record something with. No, everything she makes, we eat. Most of the time it's good, sometimes it's alright. No.
But you're...
Yeah, we eat the kales and the other dietitian things.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, next question. Does she force you to eat her food?
No. She likes to say I'm a grown something man, usually. Like, she's not like, we're eating this, just eat it. No, like, I mean, what she, I don't say demand is the right word, but what she always asks is to try it, which, I mean, I'm not 5 years old, so yeah, I'll try pretty much anything. I like experimenting with foods, so, although she wants to go down this organ meats path, and I might have to draw the line with brain or tongue or something, I don't know.
I do have a beef tongue in the freezer that I need to cook, but Jason's pretty resistant to that.
Just like, I just see my own tongue in it and it grosses me out. But no, she doesn't, like, I try it out. If I don't like it, it's like, okay, well, we have other things to eat. I love peanut butter bananas. That's always a fallback if I need to.
Next question. Do you ever lie and say you like something when you really don't like it?
No, because if I say that, then she's gonna be like, okay, well, let's have this every Tuesday or something. And I was like shooting myself in the foot. No, so yeah, it's not worth it in the end.
What has changed in your eating habits since we have been together?
I think I've been eating more vegetables just in general. I mean, I grew up and like my mom always had like a different vegetable at dinner or something, so that's not too crazy, but I started enjoying them more, which I think might partly be just because I'm starting to become more of an adult, even though it took a while. What do you say, what habits have changed?
Yeah, what your eating habits have changed since we've been together?
Yeah, I feel like I'll say I kind of eat more vegetables. I might try more new recipes, because like in college and stuff, like my go-to thing would be roasting up some vegetables, cook up like 5 chicken breasts, mix it all together, and just have that for like the week. But now we all know we change up the recipes a lot. I guess also my meat eating habits are definitely different. I used to just kind of eat willy-nilly from the grocery store and stuff. And now, I mean, we're kind of the same boat where anytime we eat out anywhere, it's vegetarian.
That's probably the biggest one, because when we first got married, I mean, that's something that I do. Whenever I go out to eat, I usually eat vegetarian or at least pescatarian, just because it's important to me as far as the quality of the meat for my health as well as for the animals and stuff like that. So that was something that I always did. And, you know, you kind of did your own thing. I wasn't like, this is what we're doing, it's just what I was doing. And then one day you asked me, you're like, so should I start doing that? Maybe I want to do that. And I was like, well, she's like, well, how do you look at a menu and how do you figure out what you want to get? And so we kind of talked about that, and now I feel like you're even more like
evangelical
strict with it than I am sometimes. Like, Jason a lot of times won't even get the shrimp or the fish option. He'll just go straight vegetarian, and that's for like animal reasons, but also because there's some weird stuff with like worker right stuff in some countries. The shrimp
won't get into that
right now.
It's
kind of a thing. But so he's even gone a little farther than I have with that stuff sometimes.
I don't know if that's going to touch on another question. That whole like not demanding that we're eating this way. I think worked out a lot better because if Sarah's like, okay, we're only doing this, I'm like, no, we're not. Like, back off me. But the fact that she just kind of did it by example, I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll try that out.
Okay, this kind of falls into that nicely. Is it fun going to the grocery store together, or are there a bunch of rules that you have to follow?
A bunch of rules?
Yeah. Like, we can't get this, we can't get this, you can't have that, you can't have this type thing.
No, grocery store shopping I think is generally not very fun anyway. Going with Sarah's a little bit better just because, like, she has, like, a mission, she's trying to get it done. To cruise through everything. But also other times when we go there, I'm like, oh, Sarah, this looks good. And I'm, like, pulling out, like, Eggos and Doritos and stuff. Stuff I don't normally care about, but when I see it there in front of my face, I'm like, I kind of want to get all of this. But, so that's one struggle, is that I want to buy everything I can.
Well, plus you don't go to the grocery store that much, because I do the grocery shopping every week, usually by myself, and then there's the odd time where we go together. So that's not something that you even really are around for, I guess, most of the time.
I will say that anytime we go together, we do end up buying something that Sarah wouldn't normally buy.
That's true, that's true. Because when I go in, I have my list, I have it, like, organized by sections in the store. So, like, everything's together, like, I have my mental map of how I do my path through the store, and I'm just, like, focused, we need this, no distractions. If it's not on the list, it's not happening. Unless it's something that, like, I meant to put on the list and I forgot, and I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, we need that. But for the most part, it's just, like, we're getting this done and we're getting out of here. When Jasen goes, it's more like, look at this thing, look at this thing. And that's good sometimes too, because a lot of times, like, he sees things that I don't see.
I discover.
Because I'm, like, focused on what I need. So that's good when you come if you, like, semi.
Don't have the shades up.
Often, yeah, it kind of opens my mind a little bit. Are there any foods that she won't let you have?
There's definitely foods that she doesn't want. This kind of ties back to the last question. Like, Sarah won't normally buy soda or those blazing buffalo Doritos. Although she did do that for me recently one time.
Yeah, well, the storm was coming and they are good.
So
I can't deny
so
that.
there's definitely ones that she doesn't want, but, like, if I bring home, because every once in a while I'll buy, like, a pack of, like, vanilla Coke or something, and if I bring it home and she just, like, winces and just kind of walks away or does what she's doing, but she doesn't, like, sneak into the basement and, like, throw them out or anything. So there's nothing I get denied, but like I said, if I'm not there to buy it, then I mean, if I ask her to buy something, kind of like the Doritos, like, she'll do it, but nothing I'm, like, forced not to eat. Once again, grown man.
And this next one kind of goes with that, so it's kind of related, but do you ever sneak foods or snacks, I guess, that you think I don't want you to have or whatever?
No. Once again, I'm an adult. No, I mean, whenever I buy, I just bring home and set on the table. Every once in a while I'll work, I'll go to the vending machine, but it's not like I just run home. I call Sarah like, I got a Hershey bar today. It's more just like, whatever, like, this is something I did because I got hungry because I didn't pack enough for lunch. But no, I don't hide anything. Okay,
and do you, what?
That was good.
Oh. And do you feel like you're ever being judged by me for your food choices?
Like, no, because that'd be like, once again, like, if I married somebody that was that judgmental to me, I don't know, it would bother me. Like I said, once again, like, if I buy, like, I don't know, Coke or something, it's just like, but that's the extent of it.
Because, and part of that I think is, like, I don't necessarily, like, we don't like the same things as far as the quote-unquote things that maybe aren't, like, in the norm of what we eat most of the time. Like, for me, it's definitely, like, sweets, like chocolates, candy, stuff like that. That would be my thing that, like, I feel drawn to or that I really like. Soda, I just don't get. Like, it doesn't really appeal to me. You know, I just don't have that desire for it. So when it gets it, I'm kind of like, to me, it feels like, what's the point? Right. I'm like, what's the point? But I know it's something that you really like. So, you know, if you have it every once in a while, it's not a big deal. And this one is related as well. Do you ever feel guilt if you eat something quote unquote bad?
No.
Okay. Do we ever have fast food?
What's fast food? I mean, I think the fastest food we get is probably Chipotle. Maybe Panera. Although they got rid of some menu items.
They got rid of that tomato mozzarella panini, and that was like our go-to because it's vegetarian and it was delicious. It was like pizza and a sandwich. Gone.
But in general, what is it? Do we ever get fast food?
Do you ever have fast food? Yeah.
But yeah, not really. But growing up, my family didn't go out to get fast food a lot. Like, maybe on like big like vacation trips, because that's kind of what you have to do when you have 6 kids, or 4 kids, and you're trying to run through someplace. But we've never been a big fast food family even before like we got married, and so not really. Fries every now and then, maybe from Five Guys.
Yeah, those are good. What do we eat when we go out on dates?
Whatever we happen to want. I feel like Asian food, so we kind of do Thai and what am I thinking? Oh, sushi sometimes. Chipotle, like I said, Chipotle is our kind of go-to thing.
Yeah,
I guess that's not a date per se.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Chipotle dates, whatever.
Yeah, sometimes.
Indian food, do that a lot, because I think that's both of our favorite foods probably.
Yeah, I really like Indian food a lot. And whenever I think about dates, like, I want it to be something special, you know? So we don't typically go to, like, an Applebee's or Ruby Tuesdays or something like that, just because it seems like I could make that food at home for a lot cheaper, and it probably would taste better.
Whoa.
And plus, with the vegetarian thing, it's hard to get vegetarian or even pescatarian stuff that's also semi, like, nutritious, that's not just, like, pasta with tomato sauce or something, and we don't really like pasta, so yeah, international kind of like Asian, Indian stuff, there's usually a lot more options like that too, which is really nice.
Drunken noodles.
And the Indian buffet, that's where it's at, because then you can get a little bit of everything. What's one thing that you will never give up, no matter what I say, and a food that you would never eat, no matter how much I would want you to?
Definitely peanut butter. I'm not giving up peanut butter because that's my favorite thing ever.
I think the spirit of this question was kind of something that's like quote unquote bad.
Okay.
Which
that makes sense.
I don't really like that mentality anyways.
What? Does fried chicken count? I mean, you can make that.
I don't
a processed product.
Yeah, I guess something that's like something we never buy. Like the Doritos or like soda or I don't know.
Yeah, I'd probably... I don't feel like I'm that attached to anything per se. So I would say either the Blazing Buffalo Doritos or maybe like Vanilla Coke or something. But in general, is there... Yeah, no, those I guess.
Okay, and then what's the thing that no matter how much I'd want you to eat it, you'd never eat it?
Ugh. Eggplant?
But you do eat it! If I make it.
Well, I mean, once again, I will try anything. But any eggplant dish that gets made, I'm like, I'll eat some of it for that one thing to try it out and see maybe things have changed, but in general, it doesn't happen. And then going back to various organ meats, we'll see what happens there, because some of that just...
Yeah, and that's something I try to be aware of too with our meal planning, like, and it doesn't always happen. Sometimes it's just like, this is what we have, this is what's going on, suck it up, sorry, I can't. It's not perfect. I'm not perfect. Believe it or not. But I try to like balance things out. So if I know I'm making something that isn't Jason's favorite thing to eat, I also try to make sure I have something that he does like. So it's not like if you don't like this then you're gonna starve type of thing. So like when I cook the beef tongue, I'll probably make something else as an alternative.
Potatoes?
Well, I'm probably like a
like an actual thing.
Yeah. But, you know, so that's a good way, too. If you have people in your family with different preferences, you don't need to be a short order cook, but just having a few different options at mealtime, that gives people... you know, some choices so they don't feel like they're pushed into a corner. At least that's what I try to do. It doesn't always work out that way, but... Alright, now these are two that I added in, just because I thought they were kind of a good...
Oh, no.
Alright, what is the worst part about being married to a dietitian?
Ugh. Sarah, not so much with me, just because I'm like, alright, I don't feel like talking about that. But her and friends, dietitians love to talk about, like, I don't know, bodily functions is the right word? But like, I don't know how to describe that.
Like poop. That's the thing.
Yeah,
when you're a dietetic student, you eat your lunch and talk about poop with your other dietetics.
Yeah, but like, it's like while you're eating, we talk about like how this digests into that, and you're just like, I can find not knowing that right now.
Or like the other day, someone I'm friends with on Facebook who's a nurse shared this video of someone who had some like blood clot like go up into their heart, and they were doing the surgery, and this blood clot was like huge and thick, and I was like, Jason, look at this. He's like, ew, why are you showing me that?
Yeah, that wasn't as bad though, because I mean anatomy stuff though, not just like body stuff.
The poop and the vomit.
Too much poop talk.
Yeah. Okay, and then what is the best part about being married to a dietitian?
I'm not just kidding. The best part, Well, I think one, you like to try lots of new recipes and experiment with foods and stuff, so that means I get to try lots of new foods and experimental recipes. Sarah in general cares a lot more about doing grocery shopping and cooking and stuff, so like I can cook, or every once in a while I help do various things or prep or something, but in general I just don't worry about food or meal planning at all. So that's pretty, like, don't have to worry about it, and I get good food. Yeah, that's really, really nice. And just a lot of food stuff I might not be aware of. There's like certain either moral issues or like suddenly find out something is terribly bad for you. Things I wouldn't be paying attention to, Sarah's on the ball with, and I just like don't have to worry about them.
And I do have to say, like, for all this stuff, to give some context, Jasen is like, I'm very lucky to have him. I guess. Well, I mean, I don't know, like, I mean, that's part of the reason I was attracted to Jasen in the first place, is because he's a type of person who doesn't necessarily like every food, because no one likes every food. I don't like every food, but you're willing to try stuff and experiment, and you're adventurous, and you're excited to try new things, you know, and experience new flavors and like cuisines and stuff like that, which I really appreciate. Because I mean, I have friends who are dietitians, and their husbands like don't eat the same way you do. They're not as open to trying new things. They're not as interested in that kind of stuff, and I don't know how I would do with that, you know? Because, I mean, there are adults out there who, like, throw temper tantrums when they have to try new food, and I don't understand that, but, so I'm glad that you will try stuff.
Yeah, I think part of that is, how I was brought up, like, Mom and Dad too. Like, they're encouraging, like, Mom trying to make something, like, well, try it, and try it again, and everyone's like, every time, just try it, you might like it, you might not. Mom would, like, try and make things different ways, or, like, well, can I put, let's say, cheese on broccoli, even though that's not something we did very much. Like, maybe you like it this way. So I think part of that is, like, upbringing, and part of that is also be adventurous.
Yeah, it's your personality, I think. You like trying new things.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, that's the answer to all the questions that we got. Let me know what you think about this. Let us know if you like this kind of thing, if you like hearing about Jasen's perspective, or if you want to see more videos with us together, more stuff about us or whatever. Let us know that in the comments. And if you want to see like another one of these Life with a Dietitian types of videos, and you have other questions you'd want me to ask Jasen, then you can leave those in the comments too. And if you are new to my channel and you want healthy eating tips and nutrition info and healthy recipes, make sure that you subscribe, because eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle really doesn't have to be complicated, and I want to show you how to do it. And if you're loving the free info here, but you're finding that you need something a little bit more personalized, don't forget that I do offer one-on-one nutrition sessions. So if you're interested in that, just let me know and we can get that set up for you. Thanks for watching. We hope that you have a great day, and we'll talk to you next time.